The following program is rated TV MAL, TV MALS, TV MALSV. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Tell me, what do you see?
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes.
Holy smokes, is that the Reverend?
What is it? What do you see?
I'm shaking hands with...
Tell the truth! What do you see?
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes.
Holy smokes, is that the Reverend? What's he doing up there? Look at those dead shark eyes. Does he even know where he is?
I think he's just completely out of his mind at this point.
The mountain when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. Comes, 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 comes.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to This Week in Bullshit. I am your host, Justin Proper. With me today, as always, what is up, Kai? How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. It's been a good couple. It's been a good week-ish. It's had some bumps, but overall, it's been good. The day was chill.
I'm glad. And by the way, there's nothing sexier than overcoming adversity. So I'm glad that you are, despite some of the bumps in the road, you have been doing all right and keeping in good spirits. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. And let's say hello to
positive.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about, man, in your personal life. And what we're trying to do on this show sometimes is just give a little bit more positivity in terms of just lightening up the mood every now and then with some funny stories. We have some good conversations, and it's just all a good time. And I absolutely love each and every single time we're all able to get together. And speaking of everyone getting together, let's say hello to the lovely chat today. What is up, Al? Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken over Little Mermaid. Prove me wrong. I'm not going to, because I actually saw your comment earlier, and apparently that Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken is a new DreamWorks animated film that is that I have not seen the trailer yet, and already I'm curious. You have me curious about that, because I had not heard of it. I don't have kids, so I'm not up to date on kids films now. But I think I'm going to check it out now, just out of curiosity. So thank you for the movie recommendation. I don't know if it's out yet, but if it does come out pretty soon, I'm very curious as to what it's going to be about. What's up, Keely Chow saying hello to everybody. What's up, man? You are fucking awesome. Zombie Box Reviews says hi, Keely, but not to any of us. That's cool. But it's great to have you here, Zombie Box. Me82 SJM, also known as Stone Cold, not Stone Cold Jeremy, Thug Life Jeremy. How are you, man? Yo, honest to God, that title, though, I was saying that yesterday, man. Untouchable, referring to Dick Van Dyke being immortal. We will talk about that first and foremost as soon as we talk about all of your comments and we get through them, and you say what you guys got to say. Yeah, that's a big story. Dick Van Dyke, we'll get to him in a second. Daniel Radcliffe, a product of diversity training in schools. This is what you get from drag queen story time, what Capcom wants for its new games. Yeah, I thought it was a little weird having drag queen story times in the news. I don't particularly care, but I don't know. It's just not something I'm concerned about. It's a little, it's different from when I was growing up, but you know, I at the very least, like I like, you know, as an adult, you know, partaking in that sometimes, but I'm not going to get too far into that. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. I enjoy those kind of things. If it's a show and it's for fun, that's all I care about. Steve Kenobi, what's up, man? It's good to see you here. It's good to see you awake. In fact, I'm gonna send you a link here real quick. Yeah, man. I love it when Steve appears randomly. You always have an
Randomly.
yeah, you always have an open invite, Steve. Just so you know. The lovely Sherry is here. Hello, Justin and Kai, and hello, lovely Sherry. I love Sherry. Sherry's awesome. Um, she says Scream 6 was trash. Wow. So that is a sentiment that a couple of the panelists on the Scream 6 panel last week on A Real Conversation that we had. A Real Conversation is about you know, horror movies or basically any movies that come out that have like a split opinion. You know, it's great to have you know, people who love a movie and people who hate a movie, and then we come together and we talk about our likes and dislikes, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great conversation. I mean, it truly is, and it's a lot of fun. And Scream 6 we did live. Same with Halloween Ends. We pre-recorded the first one with Scream 5. I was in the middle, and one person loved it, one person hated it, and then we did Zod and I did one on Cocaine Bear versus Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. There was a very clear winner, but yeah, we had an interesting discussion about it, and it was a lot of fun. And absolutely, Soul Assassin, thank you for coming in here, man. Yeah, hit the like button, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Share this out. This should be a fun conversation. I'm really looking forward to it. Don't jinx Dick Van Dyke. Okay, all right, I won't. He's not immortal. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. He is. He is absolutely immortal and should be protected at all costs because we want him to be immortal. And you know, he's a very lucky man. And we'll get to that here in a couple minutes. What the I don't know what that's about, Keely. But oh my, the crabs are mostly moist. Well, I don't even know what that's about. Are you talking about like the Little Mermaid trailer? We're not going to react to it because they're going to claim it because they're assholes. But that's funny. Just I don't care what the context is. If it's in the context of the Little Mermaid or if it's like something else that you need to sort out in your personal life, you know, it is what it is, and I hope you get better, Keely. Stone Cold Jeremy, hail Justin in the panel, hail to the chat. Hope everyone is having a great week. Cheers, everyone. And you know what? Cheers to you, Stone Cold Jeremy. And I have a special clip just for you for sending that super chat. Here we go. That is just for you. And I have a second one also just for you because you have been such a great supporter over the years. I can't hear you, Kai.
Let's leave the second one as a surprise. Let's just give it a little space.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll do it later.
Stone Cold Jeremy always he'll say something later and we can play a clip, even if it doesn't super chat. It's just, yeah.
Oh, like Scream 6 was meh. Should have stopped after 3. Okay, let's go. Are you actually in agreement?
Yeah, I stopped watching after 3, actually, or 2 or 3.
Yeah, Scream 3 like capped it off in a nice bow, and it was nice. And oh, thank you, Stone Cold Jeremy. You're awesome too, man. I seriously love it. And you know what, Kai, should we play the second one?
I mean, he just called us awesome. I'm down.
Fuck it, let's go. Oh man. Yeah, I know. It was so perfect because I've been a fan of Conan for the longest time, and I have loved. I mean, Stone Cold Jeremy has deserved a clip of just for him, just for his comments for the longest time, and I hope Stone Cold Jeremy that you were satisfied with those clips. I really do. But at any rate, we're all talking about, yes, go ahead, watch that Cocaine Bear stream after the show, the Scream 5 stream. Soul Assassin's fucking on it. I love you, dude. But yeah, Scream 2 was the best. Okay, all right. I don't think it was the best. I don't think it was over Scream 1, but that's a conversation for another day. And so let's get into our first main topic of the day. Dick Van Dyke, 97 years old. I love it when they're older actors and they have to say, yeah, they're 97. Like, yes, he's almost 100 years old. Okay, we get that. Yeah, he's an old guy. He's still driving. He crashed his car into a gate in Malibu. And here are some of the photos of it. And he's clearly in good spirits. In fact, we actually don't have any photos of that. So let's get into the story, though. Legendary TV star Dick Van Dyke reportedly was injured when he crashed in his Lexus in Malibu after losing control behind the wheel. The 97-year-old actor's car skidded in wet weather conditions before smashing into a gate on Wednesday morning. The ordeal left him with a bloody nose and mouth, as well as a possible concussion. Ugh, not great for a 97-year-old at all. Police arrived to find the Hollywood veteran behind the wheel of his Lexus. He was treated at the scene by paramedics. It's understood that Dick Van Dyke was not taken to the hospital and was instead picked up by a friend who took him home. Okay. I mean, you should probably still go to the hospital just in case. But that's just me. I mean, if you're about to be 100 years old, you want to see that 100th birthday. So you need to really be careful with your health, especially that age. And the cops have reportedly submitted documents to the DMV requesting that the Mary Poppins star retake his driving test. That actually is not a bad suggestion. And it says here, the 97-year-old actor's car, which Van Dyke is seen getting out of last year. So all these photos that are showing up were from last year. He skidded in wet weather conditions before smashing into a gate. And it says under here, Van Dyke seen here outside his car last year. Okay. So that's the same car, but he was just 96 and he was just walking around. And so I thought he was immortal because of those pictures. Now I'm not so sure because of the context of the situation. If he just crashed into a gate, like, yeah, and he was still walking around and he was like, nah, I don't need the hospital. I'm just going to go home with a friend. Still, I think he's immortal. He is more of a vampire than than Christopher Lee and Keanu Reeves combined. I mean, he also just to give some context, he was also in a car accident 10 years ago where his Jaguar caught on fire. This is what was left of the car afterwards. And he survived that with no injuries at all. He is a very lucky man. He's a very, very lucky man. And he even says later on, it just started making noise, and I thought I had a flat at first. Then it started to smoke. Then it burned to a crisp. And he said he escaped uninjured, and there was a fireman, a nurse, and a cop that just so happened to be passing by. Somebody's looking after me. And you know what, Dick? I hope that continues to happen and you recover very swiftly. Yeah, you're right, Phil. Sounds like he is extremely lucky. The secret to a long life is to just keep moving. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I've noticed that with some of my grandparents, for variety of reasons, as long as you keep moving and keep having fun, and I know shit happens, especially with older folks. Different unexpected health issues happen. Two of my grandparents have passed away, and the other two are, well, my grandmother, who's still around, not the one that was featured in the videos, but my other one, she's doing just fine, and she just celebrated her 80th birthday, and she's in such good spirits. And so it's all about like having a good communal, what's the right term for it? I don't know, just to have good company around you and good people to surround yourself with. I think that's the secret to a long life.
My grandma actually last week, or this week on Sunday, I think, my mom called me to tell me that she was in the hospital and that she wasn't doing so hot and etc. And I said, I was just talking to my friend Amber about this like 2 days ago, telling her that my grandma, she beat the COVIDs while she had bronchitis, I think, or whatever. She was sick, like when you get really sick.
Yeah.
And a heart attack. And I told her, I don't think my grandma's going to be leaving until she's good and ready. Until she feels like it, it's not going to happen. So my mom calls me and tells me. So I tell her what I told my friend. And she said, yeah, well, she's old. She's 80-something now. Sure enough, the next day, or later that day, actually, later that same day, I called my mom to ask her how my grandma's doing. She's like, oh, she's yelling at people and ripping off the wires. She's like, I want to go home. This is bullshit. And so we think she's going to be okay. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
You know what? It's that passion, that rage, just to stay alive and just be like, no, I'm not going to be in this hospital bed. She beat me, by the way. For those of you who don't know, it's been over 4 years since my first live stream when I was proper Jeremy. And that before that first stream, I think Stone Cold Jeremy can attest to this, and me 82 could, for anyone who watched that first stream. I had just had my appendix removed just a few days before, and I had to spend the night in the hospital. But that day, like the day after, I'm getting out of here. I have this stream to do. I need to do this. I've been planning it for so long. Let's get me the heck out of here. The appendix can go. And then I did the stream a couple of days later. So yeah, but your grandma beat me by a long shot. Like there's no comparing. How old is she, if you don't mind me asking?
80-something. I think she's coming up on 90.
Wow.
She's coming up on 90.
She's throwing a fit and pulling out like the wires. She's like raging. I expect no less of you when you get older. About like,
thank you.
In 60 years, I want you to do that. Just be like, no, and just like run out like Grand Theft Auto style.
Run out in the road with my ass hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. In the hospital gown. That's exactly. Oh man, I want to see a meme of that, of just Kai running away from paramedics. Like that would be awesome. But yeah, Zombie Box Review says, I misread the title. I thought it said he crashed into a gay in Malibu. Like ran over a gay person. No, it's okay. It's okay, man. Like that was funny. That was hilarious. Yeah, Angelus was here a little bit ago. Where was his comment? Was he here? No, I don't see him here. Where is he? Where is that son of a bitch? Oh well. Speaking of, oh yeah, that's what it is. Speaking of vampires, please. Okay, that's what that was about. Okay. Someone is really doing that. Soul Assassin. Guess what? You're not the most evil person anymore. Now there's a lady promoting butter on pizza. What? No. Soul Assassin.
Wow, that lady's trying to get a heart attack.
Yeah, send me
the cholesterol special
right now. I want to know. I want to know more about that. That's
I'm all
crazy,
for
dude.
butter, but
That's absolutely crazy. But no, a lot of people were surprised that Dick Van Dyke was driving at 97. They were like, "Oh my gosh, he's driving." Look, if you guys don't know, there is somebody like I just looked this up, like list of oldest drivers. Just Googled it. This dude, Richard, who passed away a few years ago, was 110 years old and drove a car. 110. So Dick Van Dyke has about a decade left to where he could still drive. Like it's possible, guys. It's absolutely possible. Yeah. You'll notice that a lot of these people are mostly men. Like it's whatever. Back then, women were, I don't know, were women allowed to drive cars? I have no idea. Like times were different back in the 20s and 30s. But yeah, this guy is still alive, Vincent. And by the way, all of this is America except for this one woman in the UK. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, Vincent Dransfield is still alive and driving at 108 years old. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that Dick Van Dyke can't drive a car anymore. Because clearly he has a good decade left. 82, Joe Pike can't even use stairs. Hey, everyone's different, man. Everyone's different. Oh, man. Oh, Phil, don't do that. Don't deep fry pizza. Don't put butter on it. Phil, you are disgusting.
Whoa. Deep fried?
Yeah.
Everything's better deep fried. Right?
Yeah, you could eat a deep fried shoe and it would taste good. Like, Jesus, I don't even want to.
I'm talking food items here.
Okay.
Twinkie. Deep fried Twinkie.
I have not had a deep fried
fried
Twinkie.
chicken.
I don't think I want to try that.
Ice cream. Fried ice cream.
Why would you deep fry ice cream? It'll melt.
Have you never had fried ice cream?
No.
It's so good. It's a ball of ice cream, and then they pack the stuff so you can fry it, and they fry it, and then you have this fried shell around this ball of ice cream. It's good.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's
you know what? Ah, bro, you gotta find you some fried ice
gross.
cream. Deep fried ice cream is good shit. It's good. Anyone else? Has anyone else out there? You know what I'm talking about? Is it just me that's been blessed with the flavors of deep fried ice cream in my mouth?
Yeah, does that sound good to you? Justin needs deep fried Oreos. No,
See?
I don't.
Soul Assassin gets it.
Deep fried ice cream, Oreos, Twinkies, chocolate. It's all been done in the South. Of course, it's in the
Phil,
South.
you know what? I see a comment from Phil here. He says he'd rather have his ketchup over deep fried pizza. Tell you what, Phil, how about you try deep fried pizza? Try it. Try some go find some pizza, get someone with the deep fryer, put a slice it, do the thing, put the stuff on there, dip it into the thing, in the oil, pull it out, take a bite, try that deep fried ice cream, and if you love it, you'll never talk about ketchup on pizza again. Do it.
I think you're convincing me to do it.
Yeah.
To do it at least once.
It's right.
At
At least
least
once. I have a deep fryer. Come hang out in Vegas. We'll deep fry some pizza.
We're the second fattest country after you guys. Like,
where are you? Mexico?
Maybe. I don't. You can say it. I can't. I haven't spent enough time there. But maybe there's a point. Oh my god, deep fried pizza. That's just a cannoli. I love how this is divulged into fried foods. I love it.
Sherry. Poor Sherry is afraid that she'll burn. You won't burn yourself because it cools down real fast because it's encasing ice cream, so it'll be cold. It's good.
Oh man,
get some crisp to it.
Oh man. I think it's time that we get into our second main topic that I found absolutely hilarious. And I don't know what you guys think about that. But before we do that, I really have to go to the bathroom. So, so Kai, if you don't mind, you could, if you want to talk about, you know what, fuck it. Let's just
25
go.
minutes in, you didn't go before we started?
No, I didn't.
All right, let me pull up share a funny. I'm gonna share a funny then. If you can hold it for a minute, I'm gonna share a funny.
I don't
I'll
know.
find something. I got a funny here.
One of my worst nightmares is peeing on stream, and well, we already saw that with Friday Night Tights, as I found out. I don't know. Were you there for that episode?
I was in and out that episode. I didn't see when that happened. I just heard about it after. I was like, wait, you mean I could have rewound instead of closing the tab?
Yeah, I guess you could have, or you could watch it on X videos. It's all right. It's a thing. A guy literally like whipped his dick out on Friday Night.
Oh no, I know it wasn't a real dick though. It turns out, right? It was like a fake dick.
I don't think it was.
All right, share my screen.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What is this?
All right, go use the restroom.
Okay.
Yeah, get out of here. You don't get to see this.
Better not be porn.
It's totally porn. There's going to be naked bodies flying around the screen in a second. Actually, name that tune. And by that tune, I mean, where the fuck is this happening? Oh, that's a tornado. That is a tornado. Where is this tornado? No, fuck you, son of a bitch. You betrayed me, video. All right, the video betrayed me. But this was in Los Angeles. We don't get tornadoes in LA. This is in Los Angeles. Oh. This last. What was this? Yeah. This week, Group of Montebello business was damaged. Oh, shouldn't bother me. Oh, yo. We getting tornadoes in LA now. You guys thought the weather was wild before. It's on a whole other level. Phil, the video betrayed me. Leave mic on, says Matt. Yeah, it's too bad he didn't, right? It might have got the dripping sound might have got washed out by the wind. Yeah, dude. So in Montebello, let me see if holding the button down pauses it. During another day.
I think Matt's talking about me going to the bathroom. He's like, leave the mic on. We want to hear you pee. He's making a joke about how on another live stream I did not mute my mic and you heard the toilet flush. That was absolutely a thing.
Oh yeah,
that really happened.
Where the jokes come from?
I know, very, very.
Did you hear about this though?
So there was a tornado in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
That's great news. It's fantastic. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I used to live in Los Angeles, and all you guys in LA, I'm sorry, but you get sunshine all year round, 70-degree weather. You deserve a little bit of rain, a little tornado here and there. And God, I was so excited when I heard that there was going to be snowfall and a blizzard possibly. And I was so happy. I was so happy. I have been praying that LA would experience a blizzard just once. I am telling you, because these people out there, and I'm mostly referring to the celebrities, deserve a little bit of a taste of where they came from, because most of them were not born in LA. They moved to LA. And so it's a little taste of home that you guys deserve. Like, seriously, you can't just sit there in your Hollywood Hills mansion and just be like, oh, isn't the weather great? Oh my gosh, it's like 65 degrees at night. Time to put on a sweater. Oh, no, get that shit out of here. No, fuck that. You deserve a blizzard, a tornado, rain, like hail. Seriously, any weather catastrophe is perfect because
we get earthquakes.
Huh?
We get earthquakes in that area.
I don't care. They were like nothing. They're nothing. I
People
felt
that
like,
live in tornado areas are terrified of earthquakes. They're like, how could you live where there are earthquakes?
it just was like a
Meanwhile, their
couple of
house gets
shades.
blown away.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they're like, earthquakes.
Yeah, yeah. Your house is getting blown away and sucked up by the wind. That's more terrifying than an earthquake. Although, if it's as bad as like the one that happened in San Francisco, okay, I can sympathize with that. I got you there. I'm all for you. I don't want any of that. I want just a little bit of terrible weather. That's all I want. I don't want anyone dying, but just some snow every now and then would be great. A tornado every now and then, just to make people realize, like, hey, your little Hollywood bubble, yeah, it's not that safe. You know,
We actually did get
it's not
snow.
all sunshine and rainbows, literally all the time.
Southern California did get snow this year. A
Good,
few weeks ago.
good. Was it a blizzard?
My mom took a check this out, bro. This
Okay.
is so my mom took a picture to send me of the snowfall. Like it was snowing, and it was such a unique event that my grandpa said, I'm gonna take a picture of this shit with my phone. And how do I do that? And so they told him how. so he
I'm sorry.
So he takes a picture of the snowing, and my mom takes a picture of him, and you can see the snow falling in the background.
Yeah.
So it's a picture of him taking a picture of the snow. It's already a unique event with an extra unique event of the very first time my grandpa took a picture with his phone in the same snapshot.
Oh wow.
Pretty
So
dope.
he had never taken a picture of his from his phone before?
Yeah, he'd never taken a picture from his phone before.
I guess he had, I don't know, a camera for that. Like one of those
He just
Polaroids
other
that
people
printed
take
out
pictures.
as soon
He's
as
not a picture person. He doesn't take pictures really. He's like, yeah.
I can remember it.
So,
Yeah.
mhm.
No, I get that.
Or other people take pictures. He's like, they're taking pictures. If I want to see it, I'll ask them.
I'll see it once and that's it. And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
lives
God.
in the moment. It's called living in the moment.
I think my generation has forgot about that. You know, like
Mhm.
they want to
do.
live in the moment, but also like share that, hey, we're in a moment here. And some people take, although some people take an excessive amount of pictures, and fuck those people. It's just like, it's enough. That's enough. Take
There's a
like
lot.
your photo, do your photo op that you can share on Instagram or whatever, and then fuck off.
The
But
bright side.
yeah, but
Their
there's,
autobiography is going to
yeah.
be easy to cut together.
yeah, I know. Norm Macdonald had a great joke about that. Like, oh, he said he had one picture of his great grandfather, one picture in black and white. And now future generations are going to be like, oh, I have like 20,000 pictures of my great grandfather from when he was a kid. There's videos of him speaking. And like, that's kind of cool. But at the same time, it's like, you need to have those moments spaced out to where, like, yeah, there are some things that are for the camera, some things that are like we're doing here. We're talking on the internet, and there's a point to it. But then there's just recording your entire life on a stream or through Instagram photos like 15 times a day, and it's like, come on, guys, can we just like turn off the cameras? Turn off the phones and just talk, please. I mean, it might be old school of me, but like, Jesus, sometimes it's just too much. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it can be a little much. Some people they like don't know how to enjoy a moment without recording it or without whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just one just one or two to like capture a moment, and that's it. Yeah. That's my take on it. Anyways, on to the next story that we have to talk about, which explains this ridiculous thumbnail of Dick Van Dyke running away from a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is the funniest fucking thing that I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, it makes me want to see Dick Van Dyke running away from a dinosaur in Jurassic Park. Like, instead of like Dr. Grant, like, I want it to be Dick Van Dyke. I want it to be so bad. But
I don't know. I've got a pretty funny thing pulled up here if you want to see if it competes with Dick Van Dyke running from a T-Rex.
Hey, Anakin, Mary kill Padme. Where the hell did you see that? That is amazing. Oh my god. That is perfect. You guys, this is
Oops.
oh no.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, I'll bring it back.
No, it's
All right, my
okay.
bad.
No,
I
it's
clicked the wrong
okay.
button.
Man, like
It's back.
that is just so perfect. This is exactly what happens. Yeah. Is it in that order? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was in that order.
I don't know. I don't know if it was. I don't know. Old man
It
Kai.
was.
What?
Sorry, I was switching back because I was taking my avatar off.
Oh, it's okay. What does Old Man Kai think about it?
I think that's golden. In the really old days, that's actually how it used to be. But yeah, Anakin, first he hooked up, and then, I don't remember, unless he was kind of a pussy, then he definitely hooked up before they got married. And so, yeah, that was in sequence right there. Hey, everyone. Okay, I'm going back to being young.
Oh, man. That's fantastic. But yeah, that's one of the funniest. That's the second funniest thing I've seen today. Next to something that I saw a few days ago, which is the most ridiculous, dumbest headline I have seen in a long time. How to watch the Jurassic Park movies in chronological order. I can make this very simple right here. By order of release, Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3. Jurassic World, all very linear. It all takes place there's an argument.
There's no prequels.
Yeah, there aren't any prequels. There's backstory, but that's backstory. You shouldn't have to. No. I reject this. I reject this entirely. No. I completely disagree. I mean, have you seen all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies?
I saw the Jurassic Park movies. I saw the first one or two Jurassic World. I think I saw the first Jurassic World movie. I don't think I saw the other ones.
There's a whole
Maybe.
backstory with this little girl and how she was the one who made a thing. But I want to see, because I waited until the stream to read this because I'm completely against this. So let's see if this changes my mind. Jurassic Park, created through blah, 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 backstory, $4 billion. Both trilogies now complete. We've created a guide to help you navigate the series story. Scroll down. Okay, I will. All right, how many Jurassic movies are there? 6. Okay. Movies in chronological order. Yeah, Jurassic Park. Okay. All right, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. That was a series. I don't remember that series.
What?
Do you
That
remember
exists?
That? I didn't know that existed.
Well, this is stupid.
Apparently it's on Netflix. It's a canonical, family-friendly animated Netflix series. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Ran for 5 seasons and takes place. 5 seasons. It takes place during the events of the Jurassic World trilogy. Okay, cool. And then Fallen Kingdom. Okay, so this series, in 2020, that came out. All right. Then you watch the Fallen Kingdom, and then there's a short film, Battle at Big Rock. I didn't know about that, but okay, still in canonical of the movies. All right, I didn't know about that either. It's a 10-minute short film set between Kingdom and Dominion. Okay, that's cool. And then Jurassic World Dominion, the prologue short film. There's a short film prologue with the devil. Is that the Devil Dinosaur? Oh, fuck it. Who cares? Originally shot at the beginning of Jurassic World Dominion. The prologue is a 5-minute short that was edited out and made into an IMAX preview. It's now available to view online as a standalone short film. 65 million years ago, showing creatures of the Cretaceous, a Gigantosaurus. Wow, how creative. Does battle with a T-Rex, and the loser has its blood sucked by a mosquito. The back half of the short is set to the present day, where a helicopter pursues a loose T-Rex at a drive-in movie theater. And
I'm just going to say, I'm sick of these damn dinosaur movies without having any feathers. They had feather-like things. They weren't exactly feathers, but it's a close analog. Riding a dinosaur is a lot of fun. We still had them back in the early 1000s, you know, but this just, it's unrealistic. I can't get my head around it. It's one thing to see him on screen. It's another thing to see him in person.
Soul Assassin says, yeah, 1, 2, and 3 avoid Jurassic World entirely. Interesting. Wasn't one of the Chris in World? Yeah, Chris Pratt. Pine or Pratt or Evans. Yeah, it was Chris Pratt. The Lost World is criminally underrated. I think it's a shit film, but that's okay. I like Jeff Goldblum. I like Jeff Goldblum. Other than that, I don't like it. I don't like it. And the only reason Dominion was like a big deal to me and why I was like, okay, that isn't like that bad. Because everyone was like, this is terrible. This is the worst of the 3 movies. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, come on. It's not that bad. It really isn't. Camp Cretaceous got a 92% from Rotten Tomatoes, apparently. Sherry, I did not know that. Matt says Cretaceous was awful. So he watched the short film. I had not seen it. I don't care about it that much. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It's very different. Very different. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a very different opinion. And I'd want to know what the audience score is. That would be cool. But basically what you have is just like, hey, watch it in order, except for like this random series like that came out, except for the random series, like the movies in order, basically in chronological order, except for this series. I guess if anything, this article is pointing out like that kids series and that short film that came out. So I don't know. Wouldn't you say that, hey, maybe we should watch that Battle at Big Rock short film at the beginning, if it has so much to do with the beginning of how the mosquito did the thing. And I don't know. This article is just such bullshit filler that I don't know what to think of it other than this is just a waste of our time. And like, why? It's just like, oh, what order should you watch the Karate Kid? I don't know. The order of release. Skip the one with Will Smith's kid, and there you go. Watch it in order of release. There is no reason to watch it out of order. Now, you can make an argument of what order of scenes to watch Pulp Fiction or Memento if you want to like play with the chronology there. Watch that in chronological order, or the Back to the Future series. You know, watch the 1885 stuff, then 1955, then 1985, then 2015. That's a whole different conversation. I don't know. I just don't think there's a real...
Wasn't the name of the article how to watch the movies in chronological order? And then they start including all this side stuff, like a short film and a thing that was edited out of the movie and a Netflix animated thing that lasted for like a year or two.
Yeah, it specifically says how to watch the Jurassic Park movies in chronological order. So basically they say in order of release. So what is the point of this? They need to rename the article or something.
Yeah, because that's a clickbait article with like a very unclickbait name. Because everyone that sees it goes, "Are you stupid? It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3," and they just move along. They don't read the article.
Yeah,
they don't realize there's more stuff that they could watch.
Yeah, and if that's the point of it, is like to highlight that. Yeah. Then I'll be. I would be on board with that because I didn't know about the TV series. I didn't know about the really the short film. So it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. I can get on board with that, but then title it different, like this Jurassic Park series that you may not have known about, like that ran for 5 seasons on Netflix, which I didn't know about. Did you know about it?
I didn't know, no, but didn't know about any of it except for the movies.
Yeah. Most people will only know the movies, and then when you show like, oh, it's just the movies in order, and then this other crap. Most of it is chronological order, except for the Netflix thing. I am. This is terrible journalism. This is so misleading, so silly. It doesn't even get the clickbait right, because most people will just, as you said, just be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's so stupid. I don't know.
It seems a little like that didn't get to an editor for him to go, what is this title? What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. And I want to give a shout out to Salty Nerd for bringing this to my attention. How to watch the Jurassic Park movies in chronological order. He's like, really Jurassic Park? Like, really? Like, he's a big. By the way, if you guys don't know who Salty Nerd is, he has a great channel, the Salty Nerd podcast, where he's not in most of it, but he was the one who in case you guys, if you guys forgot about a couple of years ago, if you guys remember, that he blew the lid on the whole Back to the Future being edited on Netflix a couple of years ago, and or actually it's been 3 years almost. And those were my highest viewed videos. So he was the first one to break that, and I was the first one to make videos on it, and he was fucking great with that. And yeah, shout out to him. He's been a good friend of mine for like 4.5 years. He's been awesome. So shout out to him for bringing that article to my attention, because that was such bullshit, and I thought it was hilarious, and I thought I'd bring it up. So now on to some of the funny stories of the week, and some of them are pretty weird. A couple of them involve some celebrities that I'd like to highlight first. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently rapper Rick Ross thanks neighbors for helping return his wandering buffaloes. Like, this guy owns buffaloes, and I guess they wandered off and his neighbors corralled them. So good on you guys for being good neighbors. I don't know, that was fucking weird. Anyways, Afroman was sued by law enforcement officers who raided his home because he apparently had home security footage. From what I read in the article, he had home security footage that showed them raiding his home and used it in a music video. Like, that's his footage. He's allowed to use it, and now he's being sued by them. I can't hear you, Kai.
I realized the little thing dropped down. Your mic is muted. I said, yeah, F them. Like, this is that. If someone's security footage is their security footage, like, you don't get to get mad that, like, hey, you're embarrassing me by putting my face on the thing. Well, your fault. Why did they raid his home? Like, what? Hey, you got weed on you.
Yes, it was something like that. They took footage of their faces obtained during the raid and used it in music videos and social media posts without their consent. I'm sorry, you guys raided it, but it was a misdemeanor violation under the Ohio Revised Code, and I think it should be revised as, if you go into my home, this is my security footage. Oh, let's use as evidence. Whatever. No. That is totally flawed. Fuck them. Makes me want to
even
move
if
to
I understand the likeness thing, but there are times when you give consent without having to say anything. You don't have to say, I consent to that. It's okay for you to do that. It's okay for you to use my image and stuff like that. If there is any notification, like, hey, I have security cameras, you know what you're doing. You are consenting by, doing your thing. And if you're going into someone else's property and they got security cameras, you're giving consent for them to use that video and your image. So
true.
yeah,
True. Also, this one, an alligator knocks on a door in Florida. Knocks on a door, like with its tail, and waits for the owner to come out and bites him. Okay, why would you open the door? Alligator. Why would you ever open the door? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Cause, bro, it's okay. If he knocked on the door with his tail, then he was maybe sideways. If you look out your peephole and you don't see nothing, you're like, oh, maybe I got a package. And then,
yeah, I know that's actually some scary shit. That really is. That is scary shit, and that's why I'm afraid of alligators and crocodiles. And then the final funny story until we get to the last topic. The Taliban militants are fed up with office culture and ready to quiet quit.
Oh my God. I can see them right now. This is infuriating. How do Americans deal with this? Quiet quitting. Okay.
What?
Can we quiet quit a terrorist group? No, I believe you have to blow something up. But that's what I'm supposed to be
doing. We are not trained for this.
I can't believe this is a real thing. That's amazing.
The fact that the article said they are ready to quiet quit. The Taliban are going woke with the Gen Z shit.
I can just imagine him telling off his boss, like, look, I still hate America, but right now, you're the oppressor.
Oh my God. Oh man. Air conditioners, showers, and lattes have them confused. Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. What the fuck? Everyone's laughing hysterically. This is great. This is great. Do you guys?
That's nuts.
Yeah, that is crazy. We're reaching that hour mark, but do you guys in the chat? Do you want to know? Do you want to know why? Why they're quiet quitting?
Wow, that's nuts.
I want to know. I almost want to know, but I want the chat to decide this one. I'm gonna take a second. I'm sorry, but this is the stupidest fucking thing ever. Oh man,
that is ridiculous.
Oh man. Soul says like they got a case of the Mondays. I didn't even know they were working. I love the image of this guy, like
his big old beard.
Working at the office. It's so stupid. I love it. I love everything about it. Okay, let's see how long this is. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm going to go through it a little bit. I'm not going to go through every single detail. All right.
Yeah, we need to dig in this a little bit.
Almost 2 years after the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan, the jihadists who transitioned from the battlefields to paper-pushing government jobs in the city are ready to quiet quit. The Afghanistan Analyst Network, AAN, and nonprofit, okay, whatever. Policy research, blah, blah, blah. Working to increase the understanding of life. Released a report last month examining how the jihadists who took over Kabul, many of whom arrived in the city for the first time, were finding city life and their new roles. Researcher interviewed some of these guys who spend several years of their lives fighting for the Taliban. They ranged in age from 24 to 32 and had spent 6 to 11 years in the Taliban. I love how they went with writing the word the number 6 and then went to the number 11. That's funny.
That's bad. There's no freaking editors at these places, man.
I know. And this is time.com. This is Time. Jesus, it's time for you to fire some of your editors. Jesus. So yeah, at different ranks, blah blah blah. Broadly speaking, all of our interviewees preferred their time as fighters in what they considered a jihad. I don't know what that means, but fuck you. Now the men find themselves shackled with the bureaucracy of running a country as they work civilian jobs and security positions, spend too much time in traffic and on Twitter, and yearn for the tranquility of village life.
Oh my God.
They're like,
But the thing is that they can't leave because they need to stay in force there. They need to stay there. They need their members there. If they dwindle down to like a few dozen guys, they can't take over. They don't take over the city anymore.
I know.
They just go back to the civilians. Just go, okay. Well, then let's just throw these 6 guys in jail and run the city like it's supposed to be.
Oh my God. They're spending too much time on Twitter.
They're just getting mad. They're like, I'm so mad. I wish I could bomb this person. They're just typing angrily.
Yeah, they're so used to, yeah. It's just like this, like typing on Twitter. This isn't the same as blowing up people and buildings. No.
Or planning strategies, or like training. Imagine what their life was like before.
Yeah,
from when they were teenagers, because they got recruited young. So they're like young teens. Then they get recruited, or middle teens, whatever. They get recruited to be in the Taliban. Then they spend their time learning how to fight, like living. They're just doing regular, basic village stuff, and then actually fighting and doing stuff. There's like excitement. But now all of that is gone.
I know.
All of it.
I know. It's like they're upset they're becoming more civilized. Then Keeley says the Taliban are more American than us. Zombie says it's an explosive environment. And look, I'm just going to say this right now. We are making fun of the Taliban, not Middle Eastern people. I think that goes without saying. Like, yeah, like, so let's just make that clear right now. Like, fuck them. Fuck the Taliban. Go fuck yourselves. And you're complaining about office life. Like, go fuck yourself in the dick hole. Like, you motherfuckers. My God. Like, it's
maybe what if someone like bombs their office building, and then they're now on the other side of that? They're like, I was having a good day, finally, and then
I finally got used to my job, and now I'm getting bombed. What the hell?
They happen to blow. The room that they hit with that thing, the room where my project was. Now I need to start over.
I know. They're good, getting a taste of their own medicine, like these fucking jackasses. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Think it's funny.
If this live stream or video is like labeled as hate speech because we're making fun of the Taliban, go fuck yourself, YouTube and Google.
I don't think it will be.
I don't think so. This is not. We are just like, this is from Time magazine or time.com, whatever. So they're complaining about office culture. And with a 9 to 5 comes the dreaded commute and actually having to show up for the job in order to get paid. I love this writer. This writer, who is it? Simone Shaw. I love you, Simone, with my heart and soul. The way you wrote this. What I don't like about Kabul is its ever increasing traffic holds up. These days, you have to go to the office before 8 a.m. and stay there until 4 p.m. Oh my God, how terrible! It's like you're living a normal life. Oh, these days you have to.
Well,
go.
it's not a normal life. It's city life. That's the thing, because before they weren't in cities. They were off on the outskirts where things are chill while you're not doing your thing. But because they wanted to like take over, they have to stay in the city where the power base is.
Yeah,
And they're like, it sucks. I hate this. Like, I don't want to be in a city, but they have to.
This guy's name is Omar Mansour. So Omar is complaining like, oh my gosh, 8 to 4 instead of a 9 to 5. Oh my gosh. If you don't go, you're considered absent. And yeah, no shit, Omar. And
it's like stuff. But here's the thing. These are ideas they've never been exposed to.
I know.
That. They're like,
isn't it just mind blowing? Just like we're making fun of it, but it's the fucking Taliban. So yeah, we get to laugh at their childish behavior right now. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to go before 8 a.m. Oh, yeah, fucking teardrops. Fucking assholes. Jesus.
That's too good.
Yeah, if you don't go, you're considered absent, and the wage for that day is cut from your salary. Yeah, that's normal shit, dude. We're now used to that, but it was especially difficult in the first 2 or 3 months. Yeah, from blowing people up. Go fuck yourself. Come on. Added responsibilities. Oh no, how terrible. Government work has come with pressures and responsibilities the men did not prepare for or particularly want. In the time of jihad, life was very simple. All we had to deal with was masking plans for attacks against the enemy and for retreating. People didn't expect much from us, and we had little responsibility towards them. Whereas now, if someone is hungry, he deems us directly responsible for that.
Well, yeah, you went in there and flipped the table over. They go, there was food on that table. Yeah. Are you going to give me more food? Well, with the Americans, that was their table.
I didn't know this was going to be a big topic of conversation. Holy shit. Lack of social lives. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when you work a day job or any job. It feels like you don't have a social life. Work has heavily cut into their social lives too. Those in Kabul, like me, work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., as we said earlier. So most of the week. Yeah, okay. You still have a nightlife, you fucking jackass. We don't get any time to meet each other. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, you were blowing people up. I have no sympathy for you, you fucking Omar, you jackass. The camaraderie amongst fighters has dwindled, as previously non-existent hierarchies are now far more apparent, and many around them get swept up in the pursuit of money. I sometimes miss the jihad life for all the good things it had. Like what? Dead people? Fuck you. Fuck you. Read the sentence. During jihad, you couldn't have known the difference between a commander and a foot soldier like me. Oh,
pause. Because you're a human shield. They're trying to not make it apparent who's in charge. So everyone just treats each other like equals. Okay, don't, like in Vietnam movies where they're like, don't salute me. Because now all the Viet Cong know, oh, that guy, he's in charge, you know? So it's like, it's always been there. But you couldn't tell.
They probably don't allow sleep time in offices. Social life. They spend all day on TikTok. Oh my God. This is amazing. Cameron, a 27-year-old deputy, longs for the simple life. Now when someone's nominated for a government job, he first asks whether the position has a car or not. Oh my God. They give you a car? Oh my goodness. We used to live among the people. Many of us have now caged ourselves in our offices and palaces. Oh, fuck you.
So they went from Rambo to Michael Scott. They're like, check out the company car. It's a sea breeze.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Low pay, high cost of living. The jihad, a religious duty which exempted them from such everyday concerns, is over. They now have to work for the survival of their families like everyone else. All right, I'm fucking done with this. Like, this is... this is the most...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fuck you. Don't they work at Virgin Media? Some of them are. Or 40 Virgin Media. Oh
Damn.
my god. Oh,
I feel like that should have been one of the headliners for today.
I didn't know. I thought it was going to be a cheap joke, and then it...
Ooh, not at all. Damn.
Oh man, maybe I seriously misjudged this article and just how fucking hilarious it was. Dude, maybe I need to change the name of the stream and change the thumbnail or maybe just clip this out. I don't fucking care. This is
I think you should clip out the segment with the... Yeah, we could do... Let's talk about it later.
Yeah, because that was by far the dumbest, most bullshit article of non-sympathetic douchebags that I have ever heard in my entire life. Like, they sound like...
Hold on. The article was great.
No, the article was... Okay, all right. Correction. The article was great. These whiny douchebags... these fucking people who are murderers are now complaining about being in the office.
Man.
I think this is the highlight of the night. This is the highlight of my stream. Fuck it. Fuck everything else. My God. This is awesome.
That's ridiculously funny.
What's up, Generation Productions? Good to see you. I'd love to have you come up with one of your punchlines for the Taliban. Fed up with office culture and ready to quiet quit. I would love for you to come up with a punchline for that. Go for it, brother. I dare you. I dare you. Oh my God. That was the dumbest shit I've ever read in my life. And now on to something that we're going to briefly talk about, because like we did put it in the oh my God, this is the dumbest shit ever. Yeah, so continuing the outrage culture, which is probably the least interesting thing on my agenda, but it's something that I think we should talk about because there's a greater conversation to be had. I don't know who Call to Activism is, but I think it's self-explanatory. They said, breaking, the YouTube trailer of The Little Mermaid is currently being mass disliked on YouTube by MAGA racists. And not people who just don't want to see the movie and don't like how it looks. No, they're all MAGA racists. The teaser trailer has generated over 3 million dislikes, and the new trailer has over 600,000. And now, if you look at that original teaser that has been, the comments have been turned off because it's YouTube Kids now. 3.5 million dislikes. Notice how I didn't dislike it because I don't give a shit. And then the new one has over 1.4 million dislikes versus 256,000 likes. Perhaps it's a reason that doesn't all have to do with racism. I don't know. That's just me though, because people were floundering over it, or not floundering. That's a terrible pun. But yeah, fuck it. Floundering over it or fawning over it. You would think that there would be more people who would love it, but no. That's not the case necessarily. And then Josh Gad, who is Olaf in Frozen, and he's for people who don't know who he is, it doesn't matter. He's like a celebrity who hobnobs with people. And he seems like a nice enough guy, but I think he's very wrong on this. He says, imagine being so broken and pathetic in life that your chief concern is the skin color of a make-believe singing mermaid. Now, I don't disagree with that. What I do disagree with it's the fact that everyone is just disapproving of the Little Mermaid Disney live action remake simply because the actress is black. And I have said this. I said this years ago. I will bring up the video right now. I'm not going to play it because you can check it out on your own. July 5th, 2019. Yeah, the Little Mermaid, the new Little Mermaid will be black. July 5th, 2019. That's when it was announced that Halle Bailey was going to be Ariel. And even back then, I said, I don't care whether or not the Little Mermaid, Ariel, is going to be black or not. What I do care about is that I have seen these movies 20 years ago. I don't need to see them again. And some people, and I hate to do this, but I do disagree. I love you, man. Like, he's been on the show before. The only thing I disagree with Spencer Bakuli from Bounding into Comics was that Disney star Josh Gad buys into narrative that any and all criticism of the live action Little Mermaid is racist and decries critics as broken and pathetic. He's not wrong about the quote. He's not inaccurate about the information. He's not inaccurate about the fact that this guy is pointing it out, and he's buying into it. Yes, he is buying into it, but he doesn't say any and all criticism. He's just talking about the fact that Ariel's black. That's all. But with that article being said, I think Spencer is right about a lot of things he says. And here's the thing. I'm not going to dive too far into it because, first off, I'm not a mermaid. I can't hold my breath for that long. And two, I just don't care. And this is going to be, hopefully, going to be the last time I ever talk about it. I don't give a fuck about whether or not Halle Bailey is playing it. I don't give a shit whether or not Ariel is black or Hispanic. I don't care that much. I don't. What I'm sick and tired of is Disney's lack of originality. Disney's lack of, of any, like, the wasted potential that, like, you have the best directors, best writers, the best animators in the fucking world, and you wasted on remaking your own movies. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done with it. I don't care for it. And this whole narrative, like, if you don't like it, you're a racist. It's just, we've seen how that has turned out, and it's not worth it. It's not worth dividing people. Disney films should be uniting people. I mean, with good storytelling, good animation, and having a good time, having your kids, like, have someone to look up to, and it's just, having this whole narrative is it's boring to me, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. But Kai, do you have any comments about it in particular? All right. He's not there right now. But yeah, that was my whole monologue.
Sorry, I was AFK.
No, it's okay. Do you have any comments in particular about, like, what we just talked about?
The thing is, like, I think he's right that I think Spencer titled that article correctly, because essentially, well, actually, we didn't listen to the audio to see what he says, or we didn't see the video or anything.
There wasn't a video. It was just a tweet.
But I mean, was a tweet from him?
Yeah. It was the tweet that says, imagine being so broken and pathetic in life that your chief concern is the skin color of a make-believe singing mermaid. And then...
Wait, bring it back.
Oh, yes.
I was actually reading the tweet he was responding to. Breaking YouTube trailer, Little Mermaid is currently being mass disliked on YouTube by MAGA racists. The teaser trailer has generated over 3 million dislikes. The new trailer has over 600,000. Okay, so no, we can't allow racism to ever be normalized. So this tweet is saying that all the negativity associated with The Little Mermaid comes from racism. And Josh Gad says, "Yeah, I know, right?" So yeah, he does absolutely feed into that narrative that any and all criticism of live action Little Mermaid. That's what it looks like, because that's what they're doing in that tweet that he's responding to and agreeing with.
Okay, so maybe I think okay,
accurate.
so I definitely misspoke, and definitely he buys into the narrative, and definitely feeds into it. So okay, I'm sorry,
it's
Spencer,
not just what he's
you're
saying,
not
it's
wrong.
What he's responding to that gives it context.
I'm sorry, Spencer, you're not wrong. I love Spencer. He's such a nice guy. And I'm I hate to disagree with you, but I will say though that it does perpetuate that Josh is, saying that, oh yeah, he's buying into that narrative and he's perpetuating it, but he isn't saying that any and all criticism is invalid. That's the only distinction that I would make. He's just talking about if it's just the casting part, okay. But yeah, look, I don't think it's racist to say that, hey, the lack of originality of Disney and remaking your own movies is lazy, and I don't like that. I don't think that's racist. That's just me, though.
Yeah, it's so.
And I don't even think that's
so stupid.
Yeah, and I don't even think
these people just need someone to blame for their failure, so they're like racists. Clearly,
it's not even. Well, the movie hasn't even come out yet. We haven't seen it, and I'm not going to see it. So. I don't know. It's one of those things that if you kept this, and here's the thing that I'm just really annoyed by, all the journalists and all the interviewers who keep asking Halle Bailey what's it like to be black, or how do you think this is going to impact black children? It's just stop asking her this shit. Just ask her basic questions about what it was like to prepare for the role. Pretend she's not even maybe it's going to be a big thing in the movie, but just if you stop saying oh, she's black, then it'll probably make it easier, for her, because she's taking the brunt of it. And that's not fair. It's not fair to this young girl taking the brunt of all this fucking shit for 4 years. Yeah, just leave her alone. Stop making her skin color a big fucking deal. Yeah, I don't know. That's just me. That's me on my stupid little soapbox. Hey, Justin, did you know there was a race issue in Pokemon games, with games making it all black and white, and they even did it twice, black and white too? Is that true? I don't fucking get that.
Wait, did you know there was a race issue in Pokemon games? They even did. It's because so Pokemon, there's Pokemon Red and Blue, Pokemon Scarlet Violet, there's Pokemon Black and White. And those ones actually got a sequel. So there was Pokemon Black and White too. So that's what you're talking about.
I didn't know that.
Justin doesn't Pokemon.
I do, but I selective Pokemon, I guess. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Atlantean? Good to see you. Don't explain the joke. I'm sorry, but Kai had to do it.
He doesn't know Pokemon. He's like, black Pokemon?
No, I didn't say that. Oh, man. What's up, Rebecca? Good to see you.
Justin doesn't like those shadow types or dark types.
No.
He doesn't like those dark type Pokemon.
This is not what I said at all.
He doesn't like those dark type Pokemon.
This is not true. No. I just like Pikachu. I don't give a shit. Anyways, back when people were still sensitive. Yeah, it's still sensitive now. That's gonna be it for the today's show. This has been a lot of fun. I love how the Taliban conversation was the most fun that I've ever had, talking about an article about these fucking idiots. Oh my god. I think that was the highlight of the stream, and I'm so sad that I didn't read into it more. I just saw the headline. This was my mistake. I just saw the headline. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a nice click. Okay, haha, and then move on. my God, was it so bad and so cringy. Just so well written. Yeah, great job, Simone. But anyways, Kai, what do you have going on this week?
Hey, I'm Kai. I've been doing a video challenge for myself, trying to upload a new video every day. I've missed a few days, but I got most of them. I'm mostly through the month now. So if you want to see one of those, maybe go check out my video from a couple days ago. Indian Parents, the original dating app. I also have free short stories on my website. I do Late Night Delight here on my channel, Mondays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. And evillaboratory.com. You can check that out for gaming related gaming and pandas, notebooks, t-shirts. Yeah, so it's just fun stuff. And I'm going to be reworking a little bit because I'm partnering up with somebody to for their product, but all the fun stuff in the notebooks are there for now. So yeah, go check it out, evillaboratory.com.
Oh yeah.
Back to you, Justin.
Oh yeah, and I'm your host, Justin Proper. Hopefully you like this camera angle a little bit more. It showed my stupid hallway for a while. Now it is fixed and I like it more. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. This was a lot of fun. This is more fun than I expected. And it was you can check this out every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern or 7:05 or 7:10. We're usually 5 minutes late from the post date. Like, we're fashionably late all the time because that's the kind of people we are. But if you guys like this, go hit the like button, share this out to everybody, clip this video, do whatever you want with it, have fun with it. Whatever your the funniest moments were, go clip it out and have fun with it. I'm sorry, Rebecca, that you missed all the show, but you can always go back and watch the replay. Especially skip back 20 minutes and see that segment. That was great. I think I'm going to highlight that as its own clip. That was amazing.
And it should be its own upload.
Oh yeah, definitely. And go check out all the videos that are called A Real Conversation that talk about if you're into horror movies. Go ahead and check those out. We did one about Scream 5, Cocaine Bear versus Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Halloween Ends, and then the recent Scream 6. And this is a special announcement for you guys only who are here in the chat and also who are watching this on the replay. We filmed a couple of film reactions. One was of Encino Man, which was the movie starring two Oscar-winning actors, Brendan Fraser and Kiyu Kwan, and you'll see how I reacted to it. It was great, and we also reacted to the entire film of Snakes on a Plane. That was a whole thing that we did. We filmed it. I don't know how I'm gonna get around the copyright thing of it, but if you guys are interested in members only stuff, I think that's going to be one of those members only things because it was so absurd and so funny. I think you guys are really going to like it. I think you guys are really going to enjoy the conversation and just how stupid we were during that. So those are both coming soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Live long and proper. Take care, everybody. And as always, have a great fucking day. That was the wrong clip, but take care, everyone.
Well, thanks to the lame-ass security, I'm going home.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some oozing to do.
Maybe those Taliban should look into being artists. You know, security's an easy job, but it's pretty low tier. Go get some skills, learn to paint. Enjoy life a little bit. You know, maybe you'll be unemployed in painting and you'll get by like that, just doing like, you'll go down to on Friday night, you'll go to the market and set up a little shop and sell prints you know, paintings of the good old days, like you called them. Good luck. Office jobs suck.